The pandemic has had a lot of different impacts, but this one is kind of intriguing. More and more people are taking the time to write wills, and millennials are leading the way. New this morning, John Shumway is here with that story. It's interesting, John.
Yeah, this is intriguing. Google it and you find plenty of articles that question the life motivation of millennials. But the last year has resulted in a movement that certainly bucks that stereotype.
I want to give a new term to millennials. That is the elder millennial, which I am one. It's the 30 to 40 crowd, which makes up about half of us. Over 40 million elder millennials in this country.
Cody Barbo is the CEO and founder of Trust and Will and says they are seeing a wave of millennials looking to the future.
So when you look at the fact that 90% of kids born are to millennial parents, we make up 50% of the workforce. We're in the wealth building phase of our life. Majority of homes are now purchased by Gen X and millennials, not boomers. They're downsizing. It really is the first time that we're kind of adulting a little bit and making some responsible decisions.
Barbo says COVID has been a motivator.
And seeing death around us every single day on social media, the news, maybe in our own families, was just this wake-up call, maybe secondary to having kids or tertiary to having your home purchased the last couple of years. Like, maybe I'm not going to last forever.
Are there more millennials with wills now?
Way more. We saw our growth doubled last year. We have over 215,000 members in all 50 states. And while you'd think that a majority of our users, we'd think they'd be older. In fact, over 2/3 are in that 30 to 55 kind of sweet spot.
And it's not just Gen X and millennials. Boomers are also coming back to update their wills, which in many cases, Heather, they are way out of date.
So let me get this straight. So his website is kind of like a do-it-yourself place for wills.
Exactly. And there are several of these out there. The point is it doesn't have to be a complicated process to make sure that your wishes are followed and the kids end up where you want them to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And coming up, something that we have to keep in mind that our parents never had to think about when it comes to future planning.
All right, now you have me thinking, John.